Yeah.
I am talking about you are whatever what subject you are talking.
So, इधर मैंने इसका good virtue इसको नहीं दूंगी क्या लगता है मैं तो किसको भी नहीं मारूंगी
Everybody, here you go, sir. We got one. Cool. Well, it's rolling. Okay. One of these days, you'll maybe watch this video, and well, of course, you can watch yourself and listen to your own self speak and how you speak, and it'll be illuminating. It's always painful to hear your own voice, but also for memories. Oh, I remember my fun time I had in class.
I remember when I was with Jeremy and we had
Yeah,
to.
that's right. That'd be the best part, I'm sure. Welcome everybody on the internet to today to our first debate with TOEFL B. Our first topic is should plastic bottles be banned 100%? All right. The team over here has prepared arguments to say yes. We should, oh, I know that's okay. Has argued that yes, we should implement a ban 100% on plastic bottles. The team on the other side there, and there's another person coming eventually, is going to argue no, a ban on plastic bottles is not the right way forward. The way this will break down is that this team will have 7 minutes, and that team will have 7 minutes. When it comes down, when someone's speaking right up there, when it comes down to about 1 minute left, I'll indicate to you, I'll say 1 minute, just to give you a little heads up or something, okay? And it'll be okay, and even if the clock finishes, I'll let you finish your statement, it'll be okay. But then they'll have 7 minutes, and after that, 5 minutes this side, 5 minutes that side, and then 2 minutes and 2 minutes. Okay, so coming up to the big podium here is a representative from Team Agree, and oh, and again, if it's, they can break it up however you want. Like some of you all do half of the 7 minutes. However you want to do that. So let me make sure this is all framed right. So let's give them a big hand. I'll let Joe go first. Yeah, that sounds good. Easy. Whenever you start, I'll start. Yeah, go ahead. Go right ahead. Yeah.
Okay, hello everyone. Good morning. And our team is going to talk about the should be banned plastic bottle. So in these days, people use plastic bottles so easily, and they use it unconsciously. I used to use plastic bottle and plastic cups, but when I saw a few images like this, I tried to stop use of plastic bottle. We are human, so we can decide what we should use or not, even if the plastic bottle is handy and easy to use. The moment the modern plastic beverage bottle takes the wall, bottle takes the wall drinking habits. Around the 1980s, the supermodels began carrying tall bottle of Evian water as an accessory on fashion show. So billions of bottles were sold on the promise that bottled water is good for hair and skin, healthier than soft drinks, and safer than tap water. Also, plastic products born in the post-World War II rise as speedy and reach the beverage bottle. Now ubiquitous around the world has shifted from convenience to cars. The transition played out in a single generation. The plastic bottle transformed the beverage industry and it changed our habits in many ways. By 2016, the year sales of bottled water in the United States officially surpassed soft drinks as the third and fourth most collected plastic trash item in the ocean. Also, in more than 100 countries, activists are zeroing in on the bottle as next in line for banning. After plastic shopping bags, consumers have been drinking bottled beverage for more than a century. Only plastic bottle shows promise as a lightweight alternative, but they leach chemicals and fail to contain carbonate drinks. If the bottle didn't explode, the carbonation fizzled. A million plastic bottles are bought around the world every minute, and the number will jump to another 20% by 2021, creating an environmental crisis some campaigners predict will be serious as climate change. More than 48 billion plastic drinking bottles were sold in 2016 across the world. Most plastic bottles made from PET, which is highly recyclable. In 2016, were collected for recycling, and just 7% of those collected were turned into new bottles. Instead, most plastic bottles produced end up in landfill or in the ocean. So scientists say people who eat seafood instead of eating 11,000 tiny pieces of plastic every year and give the potential for microplastic pollution in eatable tissues of commercial fishing. Although people recycling, there is another issue. For banned plastic bottle, it causes pollution of ocean. It makes fish and animals to die. Plastic kills 40% of young sea turtles' eggs, who are 4 times more likely to be killed than their adult counterparts. Between all marine mammals and turtles, 100,000 deaths occur from marine litter each year. Approximately 1 million seabirds die from eating plastic through the course of each year. Whales and other wash up on beach across the world being poisoned by toxic bioproducts of plastic and microplastics. A beached whale washed up on the shore of Spain in early 2018 with 64 tons of plastic waste found in its stomach. While during the year of pilot whales in southern Thailand died after swallowing 80 plastic bags, weighing a total of 18 tons.
Cool, that sounds good. All right, we can move on to the next. So I'm guessing later on you want to use the other images later on. Okay, gotcha. I'll save those. No problem. Okay. All right. So that's the opening. Our arguments and from Team Agree. Now we're gonna give 7 minutes to this side to provide a counter argument and well prepared there. Yeah.
Hello everyone. Hi.
Hello.
I'm going to speak why we shouldn't ban bottled water. First of all, because it's meaningful in the time of catastrophes. In tornadoes, hurricanes, floods, and other natural catastrophes can pose a humanitarian and logistical challenge to those on the front of line. The presence of bottled water, it makes a big difference in these cases. So, according to 3BL Media, in Hurricane Harvey 2017, thousands of people were in crisis, but because of bottled water have distributed, these people survive. Also, it is important to say that it's a healthy choice for us. For example, if people remove or if enterprises remove bottled water from the supermarket, that leads a healthy option. Besides, not in the hands of the person. So this person are going to choose sugar water like Coke, salt, and other unhealthy drink. Thank you so much. I'm going to let my partner to follow with the points.
Hi everyone. So, first of all, let me start with the invention of plastic. You know that plastic was a great invention of all the times because it's a great substitute. And I have a question for you. What people used before plastic? What were the other substances you used? Glass, what else?
Steel.
Ceramics,
Metal, yeah. What?
ceramics, wood,
Yeah, but most of the time what was used, it was clay and wood. And you know, I'm emphasizing that plastic was one of the greatest invention because it was a very good substitute, first of all, to the wood. Because you know, if we won't have plastic, then it will lead to another big catastrophe. It is called, I'm so nervous, deforestation. So you know that forests cover 30% of the planet's Earth, yeah, land mass, and we cut them all down. So we cannot live without trees. I think, of course, I completely agree that we are on the brink now of the environmental catastrophe because you can see obviously what is happening. But we have another solution, is to instill our kids and to educate them how to recycle. I think that is another option. Plus, I also want to say that we need to find out other solutions, how we need to recycle the plastic. And one of the big researchers now, all the scientists, they struggle, is to make plastic biodegradable. So, and what I made the research yesterday, and I found out that really there are some other ways how we can make plastic biodegradable. And the first one way, which is actually now, it's a kind of new invention that some manufacturers, they integrate some additives into plastics. So after some time, the process of how to say, these organic additives will attract some bacteria and fungi and other microbes that it will help, it will make plastic biodegradable. So I think that's all. Thank you. Okay.
And hello everyone, and I'm gonna continue my partner presentation and why we shouldn't ban the plastic bottle. First, I think it's because, in my opinion, it's cheap for the plastic bottle. Every time you go to shopping and you see like they're selling plastic bottle water with the glass bottle of water, the plastic always like obvious is cheaper than like the glass bottle or like the other kind of stuff made from like paper or like glass or something, and it's have like that's why it's help the customer consume more their the product because like it's cheap for them and they can like using the money for the other stuff, and also it's helping like the company a lot how to like making the customer consume their product. So that's what my opinion why we shouldn't ban the plastic bottle.
Alright, that's great. Oh, that's so great. Applauding your interlocutor there. Nice. Alright, moving on to counter arguments. Folks, and the audience, don't forget, you got a survey here. You're not voting for the person that you necessarily agree with. Which team made the best case for, their position, right? Okay, so moving on, 5 minutes. And you want me to bring the images back up again?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll do that. And I'll let you know, you can see the clock here and the images up there. So, yeah, okay. That one there? Okay, yeah, all right, anytime you want. Go ahead, I'll start, you start.
So, hi everyone. I'm here to debate her ideas. First of all, I want to define what do we mean when we say disposable plastic water bottles. We are talking about the bottles made of polyethylene terephthalate, that's known as PET. This material is made basically from petroleum, and this leads to two problems. The first problem is the petroleum production releases carbon dioxide into the air, which contributes to the greenhouse effect. Secondly, the plastic takes too much more time to decompose than other materials. For example, paper takes 3 to 6 months to decompose, while plastic takes more than 400 years. It's a lot of time, so it can affect the environment in an aggressive way, as Ms. Ibi showed with her images. Besides that, based on National Geographic, only 30% of the bottles are recycled in the US. The plastic bottles has the main quality of having lightweight, so that's why they are successful. And also they are cheaper than other options. And this is one of the reasons that we think that we should ban the plastic bottles. As they are cheaper, the companies don't want to spend more money in other kind of materials. So the no prohibition allows companies to decide their strategies, and they thinking the money. Besides that, market is able to be adapted to new necessities. One industry can be replaced by other. What do I mean with this? Is that if we ban, if we have a law restricting the use of plastic bottles, another industry will emerge to replace this material. For example, the straws. In Brazil, some cities prohibited the use of plastic straws, and people in the beginning was, oh my God, what will we do? But after, many other options emerged as paper straws and metal straws. And other reason that we think that we can ban the plastic bottles is that we don't need to develop new technologies. We have alternatives today. So some of these eco-friendly alternatives are the reusable bottles as glass, ceramic, and stainless steel. They keep the taste and the temperature, but yes, they sometimes are not so lightweight. But also we have the plant-based plastics. So they don't have the problem of the release of carbon dioxide into the air, and they are biodegradable, and they have an effective production on the market. A third option is the boxed water. It's paper. They are paper bottles. It's a new trend because we already use it with milk and coconut water, and this is an option for others, for water bottles as well. They are recyclable, and they are made mainly of paper, which takes less time to be decomposed. For example, we have a brand called Just Water. His owner is Will Smith's son, and they have this kind of bottled waters. And then, if we invest money in this technology, we can make it usable for all the market. That's why I think we should ban the plastic bottles.
Yeah, nicely said, okay. All right, so interesting counter arguments, even, I was curious,
It's
people
like an-
addressing some things that the other
That's
side
why-
was saying, nice, they're listening to each other. Now we have 5 minutes to them for rebuttal time. Start thinking about who is making the best case for their position. Yes, we should ban plastic bottles. No, we should kind of kill the time a little bit so she comes up. Let me check the camera right quick. I'm pretty sure it's okay. Yeah, we're good. All right. All right. And when you start, I'll start, okay? Anytime. Go ahead.
Okay, to argue with the points of my opposite partner, I would like to say that the plastic bottle is not, as Maria mentioned, is not the problem. In fact, the problem is educate these persons, educate these people for future generation. So we should manage the 3 R's of waste management. So it will be reduce, recycle, and reuse. So we should reduce the use of bottled water to who those are really needed. We should also reuse, for example, in our house to make some decorations for bottled water, and besides that, we should recycle. There are a lot of companies that recycle these bottled waters and convert this bottled water in clothes. For example, Adidas. There are a few of them. American Eagle too make some kind of jeans about the plastic bottle. So, Ms. Alia, you're going to continue with these points.
Okay, so I'm going to continue about the energy savings. So one of the big advantages of the plastic bottles that it saves a lot of energy, and I agree with Kelly's opinion that about the ecology problem and carbon dioxide and all this. But if we look at this problem from the other side, if we will substitute like plastic for paper and wood and other substances, we will still be struggling with the same problem. So that's why I want to continue that people are very smart and very innovative. So I made a research that some Chinese scientists, so they has found a way how to degrade plastic into fuel, so we can reuse it. Actually, plus there is another way how we can also, if you know this, further degradation. So it's with the help of ultraviolet rays to break down this complex material. I'm not a very great chemistry person, but like to say it in a very simple way, so it will break down all the complex materials of the plastic into simpler ones. So I think that plus what is very important, that why plastic bottles like saves the energy, they're very light, they're very convenient in use. Plus we save a lot of money in shipping all these bottles and all the drinks and all other materials in plastic to other places. And it saves a lot of energy because all the wood and other substances, they are so heavy, and this carbon dioxide will be everywhere because of the use of the other substances. So that's why I think that we agree with you that it's a big problem, but we need to find other solutions and other ways how we need to deal with this kind of problem.
1 minute.
my partner debate, and I know it's some people they might afraid that plastic bottle gonna be a big problem for the environment, but actually there's some country they already have like their solution with the plastic bottle, like Singapore or China. They have many way to how to reduce the plastic bottle. So I don't think it's gonna be like a big problem if the government study from their country and then spread it to everyone. So and also another way is that plastic bottle also help your life much more convenient. Like imagine when you going to the trip and you bring a lot of box, it's gonna be a big problem.
All right, cool. Thank you. Sorry, I wasn't watching the clock.
Alia.
Yeah, that's right, cool.
You use the
All right.
plastic bottle for the drinking.
Now we got
Convenient, yeah.
It's a healthy choice.
Are you on this side? Yeah. Oh, you can come sit here over here if you want. Yeah, this is probably the only
I'm just
chair
feeding
available.
Ali.
All right.
I'm finally.
So, gotta say, both sides really prepared their arguments well and articulated it well, and they were using excellent transitional phrases, and both sides seemed very reasonable too. So at this point, I'm kind of killing time so that I can, get gather their thoughts a little bit. Yeah.
2 minutes.
Right.
In the
It's okay. They're gonna offer like a 2-minute summary, basically. You may not hear the same thing. You may not hear anything new information, but maybe a summary of what they were saying earlier, and etc. But maybe they will say something new. All right.
मैं तुड़वा दूंगा तुम तीनों के दिन में
Would you prefer they go first? Maybe I'll-
और किसी को
You're
तो सादिया
you're
को
up
तो
next, but I
लगी
can let them do their closing remarks first. So that you can, yeah, you want to switch it? You wanna do that one? So that you can, so we might, okay.
पटेल
cool,
बोल
that's
के
fine.
गए
All right.
मुझे
So yeah,
मेरी जगह लेना
whoever
चाहिए
on this side like to make their closing remarks, and remember, everybody voting. So the vote will not affect anybody's
मैं
grade.
कितने बजे आता हूँ तो मुझे प्रश्न है
Yeah, who made the best case for their position? Not necessarily the one you agree with, but of course, your own opinion is going to be influencing things, of course, right? So, you've already done a fantastic job, so. All right, so you go ahead and, I'll let you go ahead and do 2 minutes closing remarks. Don't have to say anything new, it can just be the summary, okay? All right, leave it. Anytime.
Okay, so in summary, I would like to say that bottled water shouldn't be banned at all because it helps, as I previously said, it helps in catastrophes, disasters. It's also a healthy choice, and also we could recycle them. I would like to add in a healthy choice that there are some statistics that says that, for example, in August 2017, the National Park Service discontinued its policy that encouraged National Park to ban these bottled water, but that results are very bad because those persons chose another way of drinking, like soda and Coke, and that is very unhealthy for us and for our children. So in the other point, we should, as I mentioned, we should educate the future generation to recycle, to reduce these kind of bottled waters items. Thank you so much.
Good summary there, yay. That's right. Yeah, glad we do the whole summary mark.
Come on, Selena.
Kind of forget about some of those first things you said at the beginning there, yeah, that's right. All right, super. You want to do it? All right, I believe you. Yeah, you're good at supervising.
And
All right,
finally.
let's bring her some confidence, okay? I know you know how it is. Yeah, you got the small up. Okay. So whenever you want to start, whenever you start, I'll start. Okay.
Okay. So, hearing all the arguments that they say, we actually are against the use of bottles of water for several reasons, and one is that the production of the bottles of water, they require a lot of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, and that's really bad for the environment. And so in order to reduce this, we can use reusable bottles, and that means like we can use the bottles that are produced with plant-based plastic, and in that way we don't need to use the ones that require plastic. And also, these plant-based bottles, they have a lot of absorption, and they can absorb in grand quantities the carbon dioxide that is emitted to the atmosphere. So in a way, that's really good. Also, the U.S. culture is not strong enough, and they don't have the resources for recycle. So 30% of the population here, they do recycle, but indeed these recycle treatments are not effective. So we shouldn't take this for granted, and of course we need to stand out and just do something for the environment that is calling for our help. And that's why we should ban the use of water, and especially the production of plastic. That is a major point.
Okay, cool. Is that what you're saying? All right, cool. Give me everybody. Thank you guys are so encouraging. So, you guys actually have a little graphic for the Q&A part, right? Let's see. Nice. Look at that. Look at what they did. All right, nice. Q&A. All right. So, by the oh shoot.
Jodiendo.
By the way, this way of saying this, bottled water and water bottles. What is the difference? This will be good for everybody. Just a little parenthetical lesson here. Okay, everybody say bottled water.
Bottled water.
This is an adjective describing the water. What kind of water? It's in a bottle. So it's a plastic bottle with water in it. Okay. Yeah. So it's referring to the water. Everybody say water bottles.
Water bottles.
This is describing the bottles. This could be empty. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. There's so what kind of bottle? So it's water bottles. So the adjective is going before. Right.
Water bottle.
So that's the idea. And so, at any rate, it's not something I heard a lot, but I just couldn't clarify. What is the difference? The one before is the adjective. This is referring to the water that's in bottles. This is referring to the container. Anyway. No, we don't. Okay, we're now going to open it up for questions from the audience to either side, and we're going to leave this more free form. Anybody here want to weigh in with your comments and/or questions? Yeah.
Come on, man.
If not, then yes, sir. Go ahead, Jamie. Let's hear it. I want to hear it. We'll do this for about 10 minutes, and then we'll go to the next one. Okay.
My question is from Team Disagree.
Let's hear it.
You say plastic bottles should be banned.
Should not be.
Should not be, right? What's the option for decompose the plastic? What's the base option?
Okay, so for me, because like I read some newspaper and like I watched some video on YouTube, and they have like many ways. Like you can turn it to a brick to build a house. That's the Finland they do it, and also you can use like some machine and disobey it, turn it to like a fuel for people to use it. And also like you can use it like turn it to like how can I say, like use the heat when you burn it and turn it to like energy for the whole city.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna show you like a video later, because like it's just like a minute video, But it shows like how the Singapore they turn the trash to like the energy.
Oh, okay, can we, alright,
I don't know.
yeah.
Later.
Alright, I can email it to everybody. I can't pull it up right now. Because the other team's got it. I'm sorry, Jamie, did that answer your question?
Everything is plastic.
Not 100%, but I'm not fully satisfied.
Nowadays everything is plastic, like baby bottles, baby every stuff is plastic. It's BPA free. So they say that you can recycle the plastic. So
Because
all are using the plastic.
because government doesn't want to spend much more money for the other substitute like copper and steel. They are the metals. They are very expensive than
But at
plastic
the
bottle.
same time, they will pollute the environment even worse than plastic.
Yeah.
Plastic is the best solution, you know why? Because it's very cheap. Yes, and plus, the problem is that we don't have the right culture. We are just like now at the beginning of this big problem, and I'm sure that in the future we will find out other solution, because people nowadays are so smart, and they just started, as I said, photo degradation with the use of UV lights. How to make it will compost in 1 year. Like a huge amount of this plastic will disappear. The other way is to make it the plastic biodegradable with the help of some bacteria. So they will put these additives, these bacteria into plastic, and with this, it will help to compost it, decompose it very quickly.
That's an interesting point.
Degrade, yeah.
But you do.
Be
But
more
the-
expensive using this technology.
No.
It will add some more money,
Actually-
but at the same time, we won't have this disastrous
Like
problem.
Because
You
the,
just
the,
need to
basic,
spend
the
like one
basic
time.
plastic has the same qualities, but at the same time it is the same price, and the plants absorb the carbon
What is
dioxide.
one of the biggest advantages of plastic, that it saves a lot of energy. If we use glass or metal or other substitutes, it will be more expensive and more harmful for the
But
environment.
I mentioned plant-based plastics. They are cheap. They are lightweight, and they are biodegradable, and the plants absorb the carbon dioxide.
Actually, like
It
I
will
think like because you make sense, but also why don't you think it's cheap when you make it? It's just like expensive when you solve when you like don't use it and how you gonna solve it. But you just need like I said, you just need to like spend like expensive money for like a machine to like reduce like the plastic bottle. So you don't like it's only cost one expensive, not like the whole process. Like you said, for like the glass bottle or like another material, it's gonna be like way much more expensive. Like for the whole process, not like just how to solve it.
I agree, but the golden
How about you?
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna direct it to one more question out there, and then
You're talking
we'll.
about just expenses, about like expensive, but I'm talking about the water. How about the water giant, plastic giant?
You
And
need
this
to
is
clarify what you mean.
Yeah, this effect on the like aqua life, because plastic giant is not good for them. So how can you do that for them?
We should clarify.
Do you mean for kids?
No,
no,
plastic bottle.
Last semester we watched TED talk about this giant mass of swirling
Giant.
trash out in the middle of the ocean.
Because
That's
of
what
plastic. Because of
isn't
plastic.
it bad for marine life? Isn't that?
Yeah.
And I
it's
think they've
because,
addressed that.
like, Yeah.
We completely agree with you, Sarah. We don't want
Exactly.
plastic being at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
What is our solution? Is to find the other ways how we can
Actually, like I
But you
think
don't think
the
so?
problem is
Until you
because,
find the
like,
solution, till that time we should ban the plastic.
No.
No, I don't think so. Actually,
look
for
around.
me,
Everything
I
is
think
made of
it's-
plastic. You want it to
Right.
be
Yeah,
more
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
No, like
Because we
because
can make the money from plastic.
the
Okay,
problem
okay.
is not
I'm
just
not arguing.
The problem is government.
I know.
And
also
I'm
you
gonna
can
let her
put
weigh
this
in just a
plastic.
moment, and then we're gonna wrap this up.
Okay, okay,
I'll
okay.
let- Okay, everybody, good, you all have strong opinions now. I'm gonna let Kelly have the floor for just a moment, and then we're gonna wrap it up, okay? Good.
Just to remember, more than 1 million bottles of water are sold per minute. It's a lot of bottles of water.
Yeah.
You know, we have many things made of plastic, and we are not saying that we should ban everything that's made of plastic. But, it's cheaper having a machine that changes plastic for other things, for money. But we have two things. First of all, the American culture. We are talking about
What is that?
and based on National Geographic is the same. I'm saying about one article that I can send you, but this article says that Americans recycle only 30% of their bottles, while Norway 97%. It's a different culture.
Yeah.
And secondly, yes, plastic are good, but petroleum, oil, they are limited. So now, or some years later, we will need to have this kind of discussion, and we will obligated, forced to find a solution, to find an alternative. So if we do this now, it's better because we can save petroleum to other plastics that we don't have a solution for now.
You know that a lot of they recycle their plastic into fuel.
When I was young, you have to recycle. But people change is too difficult. So they try to recycle every plastic, but now South Korea they ban every plastic. So you cannot see in the plastic straw in Starbucks in South Korea. They use the paper straw. So they banned every plastic because they sold the whole plastic to China. But few years before, the China banned every plastic. So there's nowhere to sell our plastic. So when I moved here, I saw a lot of plastic bottle and plastic bags. So I told my husband, where are all these going?
Yeah.
Awesome. So my husband told like this,
Ocean and
here is a
rivers.
huge island, so people can just dig in the island and they just put into the earth. So
Real quick, everybody pulled out a piece of paper and they were randomly put in this spot. I'm gonna ask you really quick. Were you put in the team that you personally agree with? Both of you? Were you put in the team that you personally agree with? Okay, I'm just curious. This side, you made a very compelling and reasonable argument. Were you put in this side that you particularly agree with? You personally agree that you should ban plastic or not? Yeah, that's what, the debate aside.
Because it was my choice that I was in this, but what is my personal?
Yes, that's right. That's what I was asking. I mean, were you put into the team that you went in? Okay. Well, it's harder for you then to make the opposite change. You feel the same way? You're the one person who
But she has
okay.
it her.
Okay, fair enough. Give them all a hand, everybody. Everybody, let's do it. Let's get ready for the next one. Let's get ready for the next one, y'all.
I'm going to the restroom before.
All right, good job.
You know, Jeremy,
Yes, sir.
what I noticed, when